Welcome back to CAISTROLOGY, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Cailin, I'm an astrologer and tarot reader, and today I'm going to be doing your July 2021 horoscopes. If you'd like to skip this introduction, you can head to the timestamps in the description box below. First and foremost, the most accurate horoscope for you will be your Ascendant sign horoscope. Having said that, my horoscopes can be applied to your sun and moon sign as well, and I do recommend that you watch all three if you've got the time. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please do so if you want to see more content from me, and of course if you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. And before I get into your horoscope, I just wanted to sort of shed some light on my personal life and why I'm doing what I'm doing with these horoscopes. I feel like every month I don't really go into any detail about who I am and why I'm here, but I just wanted to let you guys know that astrology and tarot are absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, my passion in life, and I have found so much comfort in studying my own astrological birth chart, and I really just want to share the knowledge that I have with you guys. And I believe that my monthly horoscopes, well, I'd like to believe that they allow you to feel more empowered within your own life and hopefully connect with the things that light you up and make you in alignment with your higher self. So thank you for sticking around for this longer than normal introduction. It is Cancer season and I've got a lot of placements in Cancer, so yeah, just felt like sharing. All right, let's dive into the horoscopes. Hi Taurus Sun, Moon and Risings, welcome to your July 2021 horoscope. The first 9 or 10 days of the month will be quite a tricky energy for you to navigate. I just want to start off by putting that out there, but I promise you that the rest of the month will get better and better and better for you Taurians. So make sure that you are tapping into your calm, patient and stable selves, especially for the first 9 or 10 days of the month. So on the 1st of July, Mars in Leo in your 4th house will oppose Saturn in Aquarius in your 10th house. The 4th house is all about your home life, your family life, and your psychological foundations, whereas your 10th house is all about your career and your public visibility. So we can see there being this push and pull energy between your commitments to your home life and your family and your commitments in your working life. On one level, this can see you arguing with parents or family members or anyone that you live with over matters pertaining to your career, or perhaps even your significant other, because Mars rules your 7th house, which is your descendant. They might be criticizing you or trying to impose their beliefs, which is represented by Aquarian energy, with regard to your education and your travel plans. And that's because Saturn also rules your 9th house. On a different note, they may be trying to redirect your attention or, quite frankly, flat out change your mind about living abroad, traveling abroad, or if you are already residing in a foreign country, they may be trying very hard to put pressure on you to return to your home country. Now, with this opposition between Mars and Saturn, there may be some kind of issues with travel or education or visas. Once again, this is because Saturn is also ruling your 9th house, which pertains to all those things. Saturn in your 10th house is all about government policies and laws, and the 4th house represents where you live and your home life and also citizenship as well. So there may be some kind of bureaucratic hoops that you have to jump through. Now, on the 4th of July, Mars in Leo in your 4th house will square Uranus in Taurus, which is in your 1st house. Once again, with this transit, you may be experiencing some kind of discord with your family, and this could be related to your career because Uranus rules your 10th house. This could be related to your course in life or your direction in life, because Uranus is a planet which creates change and shocking upheavals, and because it's in your 1st house, you have a lot of control over these shocking changes that you make, and your family simply may not agree with them. This could be as simple as you changing your appearance, or your parents trying to censor what you are presenting or how you are presenting yourself in the public eye. You may simply feel an inner tension within yourself because you may feel like you are not presenting your authentic self in the public eye. Mars in your 4th house may be causing this disruptive energy to your psychological foundations. And once again, Uranus in your 1st house, which is you, it's your physical body, is traversing your midheaven sign or your 10th house. Even if Aquarius isn't your midheaven, it is still going to play out for some of you as feeling like how you feel deep down is not showing up physically and in the public eye, and this could even be in the workplace as well, not feeling like you are recognized for your true and authentic self. Now on the 7th of July, Venus, which is your ruling planet, will be in the sign of Leo in your 4th house, and it will be opposing Saturn in Aquarius in your 10th house. So again, for the second time in a week, we see this opposition between your 4th house, which is your home life and your family life, and your 10th house, which is your career and your public self. This particular opposition can see you feeling as though your career commitments are impeding your ability to spend time with your loved ones and with your children. Or for some of you, you may feel like you cannot start a family or have more children because of your work life or your responsibilities and the burdens that have been placed on you in a public sense and with regard to your overall responsibilities at work. Saturn in Aquarius is repressing your beliefs. Aquarius is your knowledge, and Saturn in Aquarius is the repression of your knowledge with respect to how you perceive your working life and your career and the impact that it has on you at a deeper level and on a psychological level. It's really about breaking out of this restrictive, self-limiting circle of belief systems which you are harboring. The reason I'm going so into depth with this one is because, well, A, I'm a Taurus, and B, I just want you to know that although this energy is quite challenging, its purpose is to motivate you to integrate your beliefs and your ideas surrounding your career and your life purpose, and recognizing that you don't have two identities. It's not parent or child versus who you are in a career sense. It's about the integration of your shadow self and who you consciously identify with as a whole. So on the 9th of July, Venus in your 4th house will square Uranus in Taurus in your 1st house. So again, this is dredging up those topics which I just mentioned, but on a more material level, you may decide to dramatically change your appearance, and this can be brought on by that inner psychological tension which you're feeling, where you just go, I want what's on the inside to reflect on the outside. And for some of you, that may be a crazy haircut, a piercing, tattoos, whatever. Now, on the 10th of July, there will be a new moon in Cancer at 18 degrees, and this is in your 3rd house. This is a very positive time for you to basically plant the seeds for a fresh new start. In particular, this is with regard to starting a new project. It could be a team project, it could be a writing idea, starting to write a book, starting a blog, or it could even be starting your own online business. The 3rd house represents self-made worth, so some of you Taurians may be deciding to see how you can rely on your own self and your own skills to generate a stable form of income for you. Now, the 3rd house also represents friends, so some of you may be starting or entering into a lovely new friendship circle, and the 3rd house also represents learning and skills and trades. So on a material level, some of you may be starting a new education course, learning a new skill, learning a new trade, learning to drive as well, because this new moon in Cancer is sextiling Uranus in Taurus, and Uranus represents technology, flying, science. So this is all about learning and expanding your current level of knowledge. And this will support your long-term goals and aspirations because this new moon is trining Neptune in your 11th house. And on the relationship level, any new friendship that you enter into, whether that's a one-on-one friendship or a friendship group, it can have longevity with this trine to Neptune in your 11th house because it will be based on unconditional love and support. On the 13th of July, Venus, which is your ruling planet, will be conjunct Mars in Leo in your 4th house. Wonderful, wonderful time for you to invest in property. Some of you may be signing a new lease, signing a new mortgage, especially because Venus also rules your 6th house. The 6th house rules over loans and mortgages, and this can see you either signing onto a new lease or purchasing a property, or it could be starting the process to be approved for a lease. Now, you could be signing on with another person, especially because Mars rules your 7th house, which rules your one-on-one relationships. And on a different note, the 4th house, as I've mentioned, represents your family life. So some of you may be expanding your family life with your partner, especially because, once again, Mars rules your 7th house of one-on-one relationships, and the 4th house also rules over your mother. Some astrologers say that it's the mother or the father. Let's just peg it as your primary caregiver. There may be a brand new chapter starting in the life of this person. Now, on the 22nd of July, Venus, your ruling planet, will be in Virgo in your 5th house, and it will be opposing Jupiter, which will be retrograde in Pisces in your 11th house. Your 5th house represents your creative talents and your natural genius and intelligence, and the 11th house rules over things like your long-term goals and aspirations, your gains, and it also represents social media. The last time Pisces was at 0 degrees was the 15th of May, 2021. If you can cast your mind back to that point in time and look at what themes were going on in your life and what you were experiencing, especially with respect to your long-term goals and dreams, you may be experiencing these tropes or these topics once again. So this could be something creative that you were working on that may now be getting the recognition that it deserves online. It may be circulated as represented by the 11th house and social media. It may be published as represented by the planet Jupiter, and it certainly can reach people in foreign countries. Now, on the 24th of July, there will be a full moon in Aquarius at 1 degrees, and it is occurring in your 10th house, which again is your career house. It will be in a wide conjunction with Saturn at 10 degrees, and this means that some of you Taurians can achieve some kind of career goal. This will be a full moon which can represent you achieving some kind of milestone, achieving a certain level of status in society, or your position in society may reach some kind of culmination point or its peak. For some of you, this could be as simple as retiring, or you may be leaving an industry which you've been a part of for a long time. Now, whatever this full moon is illuminating or whatever cause it is indicating for you to celebrate, it could be connected to something which occurred around January 2020. Yes, 18 months ago. So almost at the end of this horoscope, on the 28th of July, Jupiter will retrograde back into Aquarius, and it will stay in Aquarius until the end of the year. So it won't be in Aquarius again for another 12 years. So this is its last stint in Aquarius. So the last time we had Aquarius at 29 degrees was the 14th of May, 2021. So anything which you have learned, any wisdom you've gained, which is represented by the planet Jupiter, especially in the sign of Aquarius, can now be integrated back into your career. You're taking what you have learned with Jupiter traversing the sign of Pisces for the last 3 months, and now you can basically use this wisdom and this knowledge to expand your long-term goals and dreams, but doing it with respect to your agenda for your career and your career objectives. Now is the time over the next 6 months to fine-tune and adjust your vision for your future with regard to your career. Now, lastly, on the 30th of July, Mars will enter the sign of Virgo, and this means that Mars will be transiting your 5th house. Mars has not transited your 5th house for about 2 years, and Mars likes being in the 5th house because the 5th house is all about your creative gifts, your natural talents, your creative genius and intelligence. And the 5th house represents any business that you own and that you created. It represents your love life and your children. So I'm going to go through a few different ways that this can manifest for you, just remembering that this is a general reading. And by the way, I do offer private one-on-one readings as well. So Mars in the 5th house, with respect to your business, can see you being motivated to spend more energy on your own existing business, or you may be starting your own business or starting some kind of new creative venture. The 5th house represents your general hobbies and passions, so you may be embracing these with gusto and enjoying it. And for those of you who have children, at best, this can see you spending a lot of time with your children and having a lot of fun and doing activities together. I highly recommend channeling this energy into playing sports with them, or even going to the movies or musicals or plays. Now, at worst, this can see you for the next 7 or so weeks, maybe arguing a bit more with your children than normal, or they could simply be challenging you and rebelling. Now, lastly, your love life can get fired up. You may be asked out on a date. You may do the asking. Although, no, I take that back. Mars rules your 7th house of one-on-one relationships. So it's likely to be that someone asks you out, but this is a perfect time for you to inject more passion into the relationship and really, reignite the spark in your romantic life. So Taurus, that's all I have for you for July 2021. If you enjoyed this horoscope, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content from me, please subscribe to my channel. Also, don't be shy to drop me a comment because I reply to pretty much all comments and I love hearing from you guys. So enjoy the month ahead and I will see you guys next month.